Hello, how are you? I'm so glad you're here for a core quickie. I'm here to take you through 3 rounds of 3 exercises. By the time we finish, we'll have covered every muscle in your core, front, back, and sides. Let's get this started with our plank variation. Let's begin by setting ourselves up in a forearm plank position. I've got my fingertips spread out on the ground, and I've aligned my feet so that they're about hip distance. I want to see you keeping your neck neutral, and also remember the most important thing is to keep that entire core. So think about from your ribs all the way down through your hips. Keep it nice and braced throughout this entire exercise. That line is a little reminder to keep your neck neutral. Or you could also think about keeping your ears over your shoulders. Now I've also got my shoulder stacked on top of my elbow, and then look for that line of your body. So my hips aren't sagging too far forward and my butt's not raised too high. Keep in mind you're going to get 3 opportunities, this is the first one, to make this better each time. We're working for 45 seconds with about a 15-second transition. And we're at the next exercise, which is our Superman. Begin by making your way all the way down to the mat on your stomach. Reach your body long, so reaching through your fingertips and your toes. Then shift your gaze down to the mat. For 45 seconds, we're going to lift and lower our arms and legs. If you're thinking to yourself, what is she having me do? I'm working on my stomach. I'm working my back. Keep in mind, for safety, for total body fitness, we want to work the back side as much as we work the front side. If you need a modification to keep your shoulders and your neck feeling good, you can always draw your elbows down to your sides. Continue that lifting and lowering motion, only now your elbows are at your sides. Here's one more variation you can use if your neck and shoulders need a break. Just stack your palms and rest your head. All right, part 3 is our side plank. We're going to do 45 seconds on both your left and right sides. Let's begin our side plank by lining your elbow up under your shoulder. Stack your other shoulder on top. Follow that line. I feel confident you're really going to love holding this position for 45 seconds on both sides. Let's think about really zipping our entire center in towards the middle, like we're going to tie a bow around our waist. Stay strong and continue to hold. You got this. 20 seconds to go. Continue breathing, continue bracing. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We're about to switch sides. All right, so you turned over. Same rules apply. Think about that line from your top hand through your shoulder, through your other shoulder, all the way down to the elbow. That's one clean line. You've worked hard this whole time. Now is not the time to give up. So keep going, keep squeezing the abs, keep lifting those hips, keep working. You're so close. You've only got 15 seconds left. Keep it tight. Countdown, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to take it from the top for round 2. Let's turn so that we're face down on the mat again. Round 2 is an excellent time to reevaluate why you started this workout. The plank with knee touch that we're doing here is a variation on our standard foundation move, the forearm plank. So keep remembering to go back to the basic setup. Shoulders over your elbows, ears over your shoulders or in front of your shoulders in this position. Core nice and braced, the glutes are active, your quads are active. Every part of your body is working on this one move. And that's exactly why I love the plank with knee touch, because we hit it all. You're going to see those little friendly lines appear again to remind you of your form. Keep checking those out. Pretty soon it'll feel natural. And who doesn't want to visualize hearts over their butt? Boom, you did it. Okay, moving on to our Superman. Remember this one? You lower down so that you're all the way on the ground with your arms overhead and your legs extended. This is your second time through, so you can spend a little less time looking at the screen and a little more time looking at the floor. Remember, that key part of your form is going to help keep your neck neutral. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a picture of someone you really, really love in front of your face, like imprinted on your mat? Tell me if you know somewhere that does that, because I want one. If you need it, remember we've got a couple of variations for your arm position to keep your shoulders and your neck happy. That's important. This variation without using the upper body at all is actually very challenging. Give it a try. All right, whichever level you're doing, just keep going and lower down. Time's up. Pick a side, either side. I sometimes like to start with my less strong side, just to get that out of the way. The side plank is also one of our foundation moves. So as we advance, you'll see lots of variations on this exercise, millions. We'll stay totally dialed into our foundation side plank form today though. So you might notice, have my feet stacked, one on top of the other. You might want your feet staggered, so one in front of the other. Just do what feels better. And if you need a modification for the side plank, in my strength exercise videos, I have a knee side plank. So you could look that up and have a modification for this awesome exercise. Last 3, 2, 1, lower down. Let's switch to the other side. There you go. You're all set up and we're in the last part, about to finish round 2, right? Okay, so you're already seconds in, you're staying strong, you're breathing, try to stay relaxed wherever you can, except those muscles that are working. The main muscles that are being challenged right now are your obliques and your hips and your shoulders. In other words, you're totally getting a lot out of this. Let's work those face muscles a little bit too, so keep smiling. I really think that smiling makes the time go faster. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Round 2 is complete. You guessed it. Turn yourself face down and set up on your forearms for the plank with a knee touch. Now you've already made it through 2 rounds and 8 total minutes working your core. This final round is where you're gonna show yourself what you're made of. Keep in mind, strong abs, which we're working right now, are vital for sport and also for posture and daily life. You're getting all of that work done in one exercise. Why wouldn't you take it to the end? Keep going. That's right. Breathing, strong, focused, you're gonna make it. This is your final 15 seconds of this exercise. Count it down. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down to the mat so we can get to work on your Superman in round 3. Settle yourself down on the mat. Again, reach the arms and legs nice and long. And we're going to start right away lifting and lowering. So each time you lift, I'm going to ask that you just lift your arms and legs up high enough where you feel the muscles in your back side. You might feel it from your mid-back down through your hamstrings, primarily in your low back and even in your glutes. So just lift up high enough where you feel those muscles respond and work, and then lower back down, trying to just ease up, squeeze, and lower back down. I really like to move with my breath on this exercise, and you can do that too. We're approaching the end of this exercise, the Superman round 3. It's almost over, and lower yourself down. Let's switch to our side plank. All right, you know this. You're on the journey to becoming the expert in the side plank exercise. So you've got your elbow on the floor and your shoulders propped up right on top of it. You've thought about that line, keeping your head in line with your spine, and then that line of your spine runs straight down to your ankles. Looking good. Can you feel the muscles we're targeting? Do you feel it? I hope so. I promise, I'm as excited as you are for this to be finished. These get challenging, especially in the third round. You're in the final few seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Great job. All right, you're a pro at this. You switch sides, you've got your lines set up, you've got your core braced, you've got your smile on, and you're thinking about you can do this, right? You're going to make it to the end. I have no doubt. Every second you are improving your core strength. And if your core isn't strong, something else at some point is going to start to overcompensate. That's where we run into trouble. So by doing this, you're staying out of trouble. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You made it. Success. I'm so proud of you. Tell me all about how you did by leaving a comment below. Awesome job.